Alright, let's hopefully finally be able to get in here. But I still need to... Okay. Hurry up! Okay, I thought, you know, he already fixed that part, but I guess not. I take out the letter opener and shove it in. I might be able to get the handle out this way. When it touches the metal, my mark scorches me. I stop moving for just a second. But I have to do this. Yes, I got it. I grab the handle and lift up the trapdoor. As I thought, a dark hole leads down under the floor. A dark hole? Get in! I shove Moe into the hole. Well, I hope there's a landing not too far down. Then I slide down into the darkness after them. Slide down? Aren't there supposed to be ouch! Stairs or ladders or something? Ugh! I guess we just jumped down into a hole. I fall unexpectedly far, hitting my back against something. Ouch! My spine? I grip my teeth to stop myself from yelling. Uh-oh, sounds like rats or something. Better not be poisonous rats. Something's shuffling around above my head. Oh great, it's above my head. If we had stayed there just a few more seconds, what would happen? Death? I grip my burning wrist with all my might. I must endure the pain for now. Yeah, sounds like a lot of squeaky squeaks. I can hear anxious panting. Moe must be right next to me. They're shaking so hard, I can see it from the corner of my eye. Uh-oh, what's that? I brace myself, expecting the trapdoor to break open any second. Is a ghost doing that? Some strong knocks. But the shuffling noise finally grows distant. Is it okay now? Yeah, I think it's gone. Suddenly my wrist isn't hurting anymore. Oh my god, it's literally death after me. Thank god, I thought we were done for this time. Anyway, where are we? Some kind of dank hole. What in the world is this room? I'm surprised this place exists beneath the school. Can you turn on the light? Yeah. I cautiously press the switch, being careful not to make any noise. Oh, lovely! I see, some people have made themselves at home here. The scene captured in the light of the flashlight sends shivers down my spine. What? Moe slaps a hand over their mouth. For a few moments, all we can do is stare in silence. A disturbing scene, more horrible than anything I've seen before, spreads out before us. Anyone would be shocked by it, especially a kid. There's like at least 5 skeletons here, I feel like. I take a deep breath and look closer. There's something twisting around the corpses. The doors, that's what got the guard. It looks like some kind of plant vine. Are those roses? The strangely sharp thorns in the thin red petals. There appears to be real live roses covering the corpses and carpeting the floor. Well, cause he loves that red stuff. My vision suddenly grows dim. Well, this is weirdly pornographic. What the frickin' hell? I see a woman's body trapped by roses. Okay. Can we move on from this scene? What is this? Why are you showing me this, Hanahiko? You're so gross. The tragedy that happened in this room. It's as if it's all playing out in my head. I can see it. Roses? What are they doing here? Doing nasty stuff, apparently. Did someone plant them? Moe's voice brings me back to reality. Back to reality. Yeah. I can't tell them that I saw some waking dream. I scramble to remember the conversation. Why are you seeing visions? Is that a special power of yours? Even though Moe's spirit power is higher than ours? That's right. I saw the rose vines, then. Yeah, that's gotta be it. It's not like they just spring up on their own. But why would anyone do that? Did someone decorate the corpses for some kind of reason? Or did they die captured by the roses, like I saw in that vision? Eek! Moe screams. What happened, girl? What's wrong? Something moved. See? Over there. Back in there. No. Is something hiding here? Am I gonna fight against Rose? Oh, great. Lovely. So much to discover. There's a dried up corpse. Do I really want to touch that? The body is twisted in an odd position, as if it's still in pain even now. I'm in pain looking at it. I hesitantly search the corpse, but I don't find anything. Okay. Thanks for nothing, I guess. Okay, they're all dried up corpses. Do any of them have anything? Okay. Doesn't seem like it, but I guess I gotta search all of them. I bet one of them has something. One of them's gonna have a ghost that pops out at me. Pop up and say hello and stuff. There's so many. This creepy ass— wait, there was a ladder there. Why did you guys fall down? I guess it was dark. You could have climbed down the stairs. I mean the ladder. Okay, none of them have anything. Useless? Oh, finally. Something flashes within the vines by its feet. Round hand mirror. Oh, great. Another way for Hanahiko to say hi. Looks like a gift for a young woman. A mirror? I guess someone was here after all. Girl. You see all these skeletons? Yeah, someone was here. There's a bed with a metal pipe frame. Also, why is there a bed here? Is this some kind of creepy ass dungeon? The mattress is completely discolored, stained with something that looks like sweat. I'm so grossed out. Someone must have been living here, and for a long time too. Oh no. This was some kind of creepy ass dungeon for someone. The mattress is oozing dark, dirty water. It smells like sewage. I slide the mattress over and find a plastic sheet underneath it. Vinyl sheet? What kind of sheet? Like a tiny ass sheet or like a blanket sheet? It's pretty thick. Was it put there to protect from water damage? Gross. The top of the sheet is pitch black. At first glance, it looks like it's covered in mold. But when I spread it open, it crunches as dark red flakes fall from it. Oh great, it's blood. This is blood. I can't do anything but whisper, dumbfounded, as I stare at the blood-stained sheet. Something murmurs in my ear as in reply. I wonder if the ghosts are communicating through. Their blood denies him. What? Denies who? Part of me takes the voice seriously. I'm clearly hallucinating, but for some reason it calms me down. Still in a daze, I shine the flashlight under the bed. Uh-oh. Great. There it is again! Something's there! Yeah, it's a ghost. Moe's voice has gone very shrill. Then... Yes? Hey now, give me a break. I'm no monster, you know. I'm just a regular human being, hiding among all these skeletons? Weirdo. Something? Yeah, something, alright. Something slowly climbs out from under the bed. It's a man in a trench coat. You better be a detective of some kind, or we're gonna have a problem here. A person? What were you doing under there? Being gross, probably. The man looks bored. He scoffs. Same as you. I ran into that monster and escaped down here, but why were you here in the first place? Then you guys came. The man turns his back to us and jerks his chin. Anyway, what's hiding over there? His answer is believable enough. But why is he at this school to begin with? His presence raises a lot of questions. The man tilts his head a bit and peers at me. Then he snorts. It seems he's seen through me. You don't let you believe me. Guess that's only natural. I haven't told you everything either. I could, but... But you're a dick? The man looks around at his feet. We better get out of here first. We shouldn't chat at the crime scene. Is this a crime scene? I mean, it is weird that there's so many bodies, but you can't just say it's a crime scene, right? I think you're right. Moe seems to feel the same way. Girl, we all feel the same way. Let's head back for now. You have somewhere to go back to? Good. Then let's get going. Okay, let's get out here with a stranger, I guess. The man puts his shoulder on the ladder. He pauses and turns to us. The name's Satoru Mashita. I'm an ex-detective. Wow, a lot of use you are. Forgot to mention that. Yeah, probably because you're an ex-detective. The man named Mashita disappears up the ladder. We follow him back up to the first floor. But when we emerge, he's not there. Wow, you walk real fast, huh? Hey, take a look at this. Mashita's calling to us from down the hallway. His name sounds so weird. I want to call him Mashi. Like mashed potatoes or something. Was it like this when you guys came through? What's it like? I'm a little afraid to find out. Moe pipes out, a voice slightly wobbly. No, it wasn't. It wasn't like this at all. What's it look like? Is it covered in... Wow. Oh dear. Yeah. The school or whatever is trying to kill us. Something's creeping along the hallway. They're rose vines. Thought so. I didn't see them before either. What? Uh-oh. The mark's color grows more vivid. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Early dawn. A few hours left until death closes in. Is this whole game gonna take, like, the time in one day? Or what's going on? Am I gonna die until dawn? Die at dawn? Some people naturally put others on guard, even if there's no particular ill will between them. That's exactly the type of person Mashita is. Yeah, I feel it. Cause he's a literal dick. Ah, get it? Oh, you've got some nice stuff here. The moment he climbs in the car, he makes a grab for my bag. Hey, rude! Then he starts inspecting all of my stuff. Yeah, I'm not liking this guy already. I wasn't planning on keeping a constant eye on him, but he's making it very hard not to. Moe seems like the type to stick her nose in everything, but yeah, at least she's respectful of people's stuff. She's suspiciously silent, as if exhausted. Are you okay, Moe? Huh? Oh yeah, just zoning out. You know, I'm fine. She doesn't look fine, but... My other passenger is more of a concern right now. So, were you at the school because you were investigating something? I feel like that ex-detective is a kind of a important thing to focus on. I'm not on the force anymore, just poking around for my own reasons. Oh yeah, not shady at all. At least we have legit reasons. I bet you have the mark too, huh? You just don't want to say? Something I wanted to check. I don't doubt what he says, but that would mean he entered the school illegally. What were you... Let me ask one thing first. Mashita interrupts my question and points to my arm. Oh, you see it, huh? Does that hurt? So you don't have one? It didn't take him long to spot the mark on my wrist. Sometimes. It hurts the most whenever I'm in danger. Huh, is that so? That does kind of make it interesting. It's like the mark some kind of warning maybe instead? Mashita leans back in his seat, satisfied. Okay, what kind of detective is this? I was investigating some missing people. Guess he's responding to my question now. That school came up in a number of missing persons cases. Each one has some affiliation with H Elementary before they disappeared. Teachers, workers, people in the PTA, students, and their family members. I was looking for them. Then, Moe speaks up from the back seat. Were those people... the corpses down there? She doesn't sound as energetic as she usually does. Did something happen after all? I mean, yeah, she saw a whole bunch of dead skeletons. Is her mark... Are you telling her mark grew? But why? Mashita doesn't reply. Maybe he thinks the answer is obvious, or maybe replying to a kid isn't worth his time. But something bugs me about what he just said. If the school was clearly suspicious then... Of course I brought it up to my superiors. All I got for it was... He continues before I can ask, making a slashing motion across his neck. You got fired, huh? Disciplinary discharge? Something about sexually harassing a subordinate? What? Are you talking what? Are you talking about you got pinned that crime, or are you talking about something else? That principal's gotta have some kind of political pull. That's why I saw that weird ass vision, huh? That principal was being some kind of nasty creep, keeping people locked up in his nasty dungeon. I probably dug up something he didn't want getting out. Yeah, you probably did. That's why there's so many dead skeletons thing down there. That wasn't my plan. I never meant to uncover anything dirty. Well, what were you doing then? I feel like everyone, if you're investigating, you should always be uncovering something dirty. True. The school did have that suspicious broom. It's beyond suspicious, honestly. It's not that strange to think it would come up in some missing persons cases. That would be common sense, at least. But common sense is for the world of the living. A spirit might have something to do with those cases. There's an awkward silence. In that sense, this isn't even a case anymore, is it? Mashita sighs deeply. Who would believe it? Who would believe that there's a monster in that school, killing people? It's personal now. Our problem. And we're on our own. He turns his wrist over and shows it to me. Oh, so you do got one, huh? On his skin is the familiar mark. Why do you ask though, so yours doesn't hurt? You too? Yeah. I sensed it as soon as I saw yours. Wow, it's like some kind of telepathic link. I had a feeling this would be a problem. We're in the same boat, you and I. He has good instincts. I mean, ex-detective. We should talk more when we get back. At Kujou Mansion, there's some... I stopped myself from finishing my sentence. I shouldn't mention that for now. What? There's some what? There's some... doll? In any case, once we get back, we'll give you more details. Yeah. I'm sure that'll help him a bunch, huh? What are you talking about? Help who a bunch? But Mashita scoffs. Help, huh? You're underestimating me. Oh, was that someone else? Was that Moe talking? They're gonna put names on the text. I don't know who's talking sometimes. I don't think there was an option to put name on dialogue, right? When I get out of the car, someone's there to greet me. Welcome back, mister. You too, Miss Moe. I'm glad you're unharmed. Did you find any clues about the spirit? What? So there are others. He looks like a massive creep for some reason. I don't even know. It's those eyes, you know? It's those deadbeat eyes. This is everyone. Huh. What a reliable group you've got. The sarcasm is practically dripping off his words. So, are y'all planning on continuing to search for that key or whatever it is? What are you talking about, dude? We don't have anything else to go on. There's no other choice. I don't understand you. If the source of the mark is the spirit, it would be best to destroy the source, don't you think? What do you mean? The spirit exists, so all you have to do is kill it. Bro, you told like you know how to do that. Even if you wanted to kill the spirit, how would you kill the spirit? Are you serious? Of course he's serious. He doesn't exactly look like the joking type. Really? With that kind of face? He looks like a joke. Even if we managed to kill it, will that really make the mark disappear? And would that make the mark disappear off of everyone's body? Because it seems like only Moe is linked to this one, right? When I consider everything Mary's told me, it doesn't seem like it worked that way. Even assuming it did, we have a more fundamental problem now. And how do you plan to kill it? Yeah, exactly. Stop talking like you know what you're talking about. I'll figure something out. If something exists, there's logically a way to destroy it as well. Yeah, but you don't know. He claims he can kill the spirit, yet he doesn't even know how he'll do it. I know, this guy sounds like an asshole. Oh my god. Where does all that confidence come from? It comes from being an ex-detective, probably. Don't forget, I faced him once already. Did you now? If we're seriously thinking of killing him... Mashita grabs his wrist. The little shit shot some kind of thorns at me from a distance. They hit hard enough to stick in concrete. There's no way to getting close to them. We have to make that a priority. Mashita pulls something out of the heel of his shoe and tosses it at me. Weird. Why is it in your shoe? Oh, I see. It's a thorn, curved like a fang. Is it a poisonous thorn? The only reason I'm still breathing is because I was lucky. It won't happen next time. We need a plan. Yeah, this party is getting a little crowded. As we head to the entrance, I tell Mashita about Kujou Mansion. He takes it all in silently. Maybe Mary can help us? Like, God, we need some guidance. Even bringing up the talking doll or Saya Kujou's death doesn't trigger a reaction. Maybe he's just got a good poker face. Is he so unnervingly calm because he's already dealt with the supernatural? Maybe he's just really good at hiding his emotions. Not good at hiding that sarcasm, though. We reach the main hall, which is warmly lit. This is a strange mansion, but for some reason, I feel like I've come home. Acclimatization, wow, that's a long word, is kind of terrifying. Welcome back, Lord Yashiki. That man is a mark bearer too, I see. Damn, she just senses it somehow? What if she's not actually like an artificially created doll, but she's actually a spirit put into the doll? Would you make the introductions? I update Mary on our investigation and the strange way we met Mashita. The mirror, the underground room full of corpses, the sudden appearance of roses. I really hate to admit it, but it's clear something supernatural is at work here. He's like, nah, it's not supernatural. And he's like, finally, oh, I guess it is. And the spirit that caused all of it, Hanahiko. There's no doubt that Hanahiko is the one who put the mark on Mashita's arm too. How do you know that? Well, unless he got it after he got attacked. But... what kind of chance do we have against a monster that can do that? Mashita says we should kill him. But is that even possible? Hey, Yashiki? My train of thought is interrupted. Mashita's holding a leather-bound notebook out toward me. Is that your notes? More notes to add to my little list of notes? Read this. I picked it up in that underground room. Wow. I hope it's not some creepy-ass notes about how the principal was keeping a whole bunch of girls in there. It was caught up in a bunch of those rose vines when I found it. It was pretty hard to get loose. Did you read it? I skimmed through a bit. It's got some interesting stuff. That's what he says, but he's not smiling at all. It's probably got some nasty ass stuff. His eyes simmer with a quiet anger. Dark red marks stain the cover. Is it marked blood? That's why he loves that red stuff, huh? There's just blood all over the place. I have a bad feeling while I flip through it. Rose petals fall as they become unstuck from the pages. So disturbing, all of it, truly. The notes within are very detailed. The author was intelligent and well written. Reading through, it dawns on me that this was written by H Elementary's principal. Nasty as fuck, probably. The austere, meticulous letters on each page tell a ghastly story. Records of a young, adopted boy's tutoring sessions. Is it Hanahiko? The first note is from 5 years ago. It seems the boy adopted by the principal was small and exceedingly cute. He enjoyed wearing skirts and makeup too. There was no denying that they truly suited a dainty red-cheeked boy like him. But the principal had a hard time accepting such fancies. Interesting. Bad habits must be corrected young to promote sound mental health, he thought. So he called it tutoring as a cover for his warped desires. Oh, I'm scared now. What did he do? They took place in the underground room. Too many prying eyes anywhere else. There was no safer place than the school at night, once all the teachers had left. The principal stayed behind under the pretense of keeping watch, then tutored. He was a highly respected teacher. He even made appearances on TV. There was no reason to be suspicious. The only one who noticed anything strange was the boy's homeroom teacher. But she feared the principal's power and firmly kept her mouth shut. But why are there so many dead bodies in? As the notes continue, they are more and more deranged. They paint a horrible picture. It is of a totally distorted parent and child. My child gets weaker after every session. His delicate frame has grown thinner, and his red cheeks are now darkened. His appearance is described in detail, but there's no malice or hatred. There's just fanatical sincerity, his pride as an educator, and a terrifying, smothering love. But what did he do, that nasty fuck? It continues like that to the very last page. There's no mention of what became of the principal and the boy. But going by the current state of H Elementary, I can hazard a guess. Not really. What can you guess? What happened? You don't look so well, mister. I don't feel well, dude. What was in that notebook? Tsukasa peers up at me. He and the boy in the notebook are about the same age. Oh, my kid. My boy. You don't want to know. This isn't stuff you share with a kid. I better just sum up the main points for him. What is there to sum up, though? Horrible shit happened. My god. That's terrible. We children are always the victims of the ego of adults. Whoa. Wow, that's a really angry looking face. Maybe the principal, locked up Hanahiko in that nasty ass room and just, I guess beat him? But, why are there so many dead bodies there? That's weird. Did he do that to other kids too? Surely a sick asshole. Stupid grown-ups are irredeemable. Why he say that makes sense. The revolting evil of the adults and the poor boy who became a victim. Yeah, that's why he hates adults. It makes a lot of sense. But is that really the end? If Hanahiko and the boy in the notebook are connected, I think they're one and the same. Did the boy turn into a monster? Is that even possible? Untimely deaths produce hatred. Death does not bring it to an end. Such festering sentiments can give birth to the supernatural. Monsters, ghosts, vengeful spirits, they have many names. I believe that you have all heard one or two such stories. Hanahiko is similar. Mary's words are hard to swallow, but after all those weird events, it only makes sense to accept them. If I turn it back to the truth, all that will await me is death. But why the roses though? What's the connection with the roses? Is it just because he likes flowers? Then Hanahiko really is a monster. We must form a plan based on that hypothesis. Mary is silent a moment. Then her jade glass eyes shift to Mashita. Incidentally, according to Lord Yashiki's report, there are those among you who are considering killing the spirit. I shall warn you just in case, but that would be very difficult to do. And probably not advised? Why is that? I could see Mashita narrow his eyes, but I made sure to speak up first. They are from the world of the dead. Just as the living cannot become more alive, the dead cannot be killed. She should be like, the dead cannot be more deader. The only thing you could possibly destroy is the cursed sentiment. So, what does that mean? It is as I told you before, death and life existing together. If that is the origin of the mark, then a way to erase it will be there. By driving away the spirit, the curse will also be eliminated. But again, how? We need a how-to guide, you know? So defeating Hanahiko is how we'll be able to destroy the mark. Setting aside how he can't be killed. What exactly is the key then? It is nothing more than a concept, so I am unsure, but I am certain of one thing. Fate ties the spirit to its place of birth. An object there may be able to fulfill the role of the key. It is a difficult concept to grasp, but that is just how spirits are. They keep saying key, almost like, like a Horcrux or something. You gotta destroy that thing to destroy the connection. Determining the nature of the key, that will decide your fate. I had a feeling. We'll just have to keep digging around H Elementary. Yeah, I was hoping, you were a little bit more helpful. Just be like, go directly here, do this thing. We don't know what the cursed sentiments or the key destroying the grudge are. Gaining the key and lifting the grudge is the only way to survive. You will be required to be callous to make use of the spirit's fear. Well, we don't really know what the spirit is scared of. Only thing is the flare, I think. But other than that, I don't know. The way to repel the spirit lies within its grudge. Remember this, and be careful. That means we gotta know how he died and became a monster in the first place, which we don't know. New info. Secret of the underground room. Indeed. Let's look at that again. Oh, it's in the other thing. Okay, hand mirror. Why this mirror though? What is this mirror? That's the question. And a sheet. Gross. So is it just a bed sheet? Plastic sheet? That seems kind of weird. Secret of the underground room. Did I read? Okay, I read this already. Chased by Hanahiko, we fled into the underground room to find several skeletons wrapped in rose vines. A spirit of one of the victims showed me a vision of the past, a disgusting image of a woman dying entangled in roses. She was likely one of Hanahiko's victims, just like that guard. Really? Oh, so you're saying all these skeletons are after he became a monster? Why do people keep discovering this room? That's so weird. Even more surprising, a guy named Mashita was hiding in there. The ex-detective explained all of the victims were staff at the school or the family. Oh, you did say that. I guess I was not paying attention because I was too focused on what an asshole you are. Why did they have to die such a cursed death? What's concerning is a notebook Mashita found in the room. It claimed that some kind of tutoring was going on in there. The tutor was the principal and the pupil his adopted son. The delicate boy loved to dress up in skirts. Under the pretense of correcting bad habits, numerous twisted actions were performed on the boy in that room. He grew weaker and weaker. His teachers should have noticed. So were they just pretending ignorance? Well, yeah, but this principal sounds super powerful and sounds like a sick fuck. Roses covered the underground room and the school, the thorn that shot like a bullet at Mashita. If the boy in the notebook turned into a monster, is there a way to repel a spirit with a grudge like that? And that voice rang out in my head again. What did it mean by, their blood denies him? I don't know, because it depends. Denies him? Is it Hanahiko? And what does deny mean? Like, it repels him? In that case, where am I supposed to get blood from? Detectives is charged over... Oh. You did talk about that. I was just not paying attention at all. Ex-detective discharged over a scandal. Claims was false accusation, but the truth remains hidden. Despite being fired. Okay, so it seems like they're saying that he only got his mark after being there. So there's... Oh, jeez, why did you get so angry? Where's your face like that? Scared shit out of me. So it seems like they all got their mark from Hanahiko then. At least that's what... Why are you my partner currently? Weird. Should I use you instead then? I wish they like you could look at their stats before choosing, you know? Okay, I don't think you have anything new to say. Okay, so it seems like they are saying that like everyone got their mark from Hanahiko, but the main character probably did as well, but he just does not remember. Oh. Moe is not even here. I guess she was really traumatized. So it's either you or the little boy. I think it would actually make more sense to bring him. Although, what are your stats again? Let me look at your stats. Is it here? No, hold up. No, this thing. Your stats are like actually kind of bad. You're like, they're all lower than mine. I know, it's so funny his intelligence is lower because he did say he's a prodigy. I mean, I guess he is a kid, but like, thought you were smart, dude. Okay, I'm gonna pick you to be the partner. Wow, okay, jeez, I didn't know it was such a pain to like tag along. What are your stats? Wow, you're so smart. Your spirit power sucks though. A lot of power and no dex. Oh my god. Well, whatever. I guess we'll just bring him along for the whatever the heck we're doing next. I don't know. We literally spent so much time exploring the school and we still have no idea. I guess we learned a little bit about like, you know, what kind of happened, but like doesn't really help us in defeating this curse thing. And now that there's roses all over school, it's probably gonna be super dangerous. So it's gonna be interesting how we're gonna tackle that, but we're gonna leave that for the next video. So thank you guys so much for watching this, and I'll talk to you soon in the next video.